Hello everybody and welcome back to another Watersurf's Lookback. Today we're going to be looking back at my videos from 2013. Just to address some channel changes real quick. If you notice, I didn't really upload anything in the past month of June. That's because I had to move, so all the plans I had for June pretty much just got thrown out the window, and some of the videos I had planned to film in my apartment had to be completely canceled because I'm no longer there. So, if you're curious, that's why. But yeah. So videos should return to normal this month. But enough of housekeeping. We're going to be talking about 2013, and I think 2013 is the year where I didn't really make that much videos, and it's because it was my last year of high school and my first year of college, so that's kind of why. So yeah. Let's check out 2013, shall we? Oh, also before I forget, you could also find the entire playlist for 2013 here in this playlist. It's should be a little card up here, or it's in the description too. And you could also find the list of all the videos here. So the first video of 2013 is also my very first video I filmed on a green screen that I personally owned. I have done the epic green screening in Vegas Pro before, and the some of the other videos I did for school. But yeah, this is actually my own personal green screen, and pretty much the start of, I guess I would say, my modern type of videos, because I film a lot of my videos on my green screen, and if you subscribed around this time, you'll start noticing that a lot. So yeah, this is my first video that was personally filmed on my personal green screen. But we only use it towards the end of it. So this is a video I filmed for Spanish. It's a Spanish commercial, and so basically the premise of this, yeah, as you could tell, it wasn't in Spanish at the beginning. A Spanish guy harasses an English guy who speaks English about putting on deodorant. So haha. And yeah, nothing really else to say. This video also is the birth of an inside joke that I do throw into my other videos occasionally. So I'll point out once we get there. But if you ever you ever see it, my friend Daniel, whenever he does the deodorant joke, this is the video where it originated from. Basically, I guess longtime fans or fans that have watched this video probably get the inside joke. Yeah, this was the whole joke. Don't eat deodorant. Don't do that. That's bad. Yeah, this is the whole joke. So, yeah, that's how we end the video. And then, of course, the buy it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Okay, so this is the part right here.
I think I finally lost him. No, don't come in.
Yeah, that's where the inside joke comes from. Also, another fun fact, I actually edited this video on my laptop. I know I've mentioned before I had a desktop, but when around the end of 2012, 2013, I had to completely wipe my computer, and I didn't have After Effects installed on my desktop, so I actually had to edit this on my my laptop because I still had everything on there. So There's also another video I edited later, not this year, but like later in the years that I also edited on my laptop. But you probably wouldn't notice because I try to make the same amount of quality. But yeah, let's go on to the next video. The next video is Serious Scene is Serious. This video was done for something called the 11-second club. That it was pretty much just extra credit. My teacher said, do this, make a video for this, and I made a video for it. And I do not know where the audio is from, and I don't know. Yeah, this was my little animation for it. Nothing special. That's it. Now, this next video, you're probably gonna want to know about it. So, let's get on to it, shall we? All right. This next video is my first music video ever. It's also the precursor to the climate change video. It's just as bad, but luckily my friends did most of the singing instead of me. So, it's not as popular as the climate change video, which we will cover next year. But I feel like I'm obviously gotta talk about it. So, before I get into this video, this is technically the last video that I have publicly, that I still have as well, but it's publicly available, that I made for school. There was one more video I made for school, but it was like very like news informative sort of thing, so I decided not to upload it. But nonetheless, I guess I could say, yeah, this is the last video I made in high school, and it's terrible, but this was to help me get extra credit for my macroeconomics class, my APA macroeconomics class. Because every point helps, but it's basically a Pokemon parody, a parody of the Pokemon theme song, but to macroeconomics. And I'm gonna go ahead and mute it because I don't want a copyright strike on this, because this video has been copyright strike before. But yeah, if you would like to watch the whole video on your own, obviously it's in the playlist description, but it's pretty bad, but it has my group of friends. We all filmed this in an after school. I think it took about 2 hours to like film and do all the vocals for. Most of this stuff is on the green screen, as I was saying in the deodorant commercial. Freaking what's the thing? Yeah, as I was saying in the deodorant commercial, my green screen videos are pretty much going to be here to stay. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about this video. It's just not really the best video I've made. I'm sorry, I do not know what to think. Yeah, I'm just watching this back for myself. I actually I know this was, that's what I'm trying to think. Oh, sorry, my microphone decided to fall over. Basically, the point of this video was there is this economics teacher that has this contest where you could like win money or something. But for my teacher, she said just enter and you'll get extra credit. So we entered, and she said if you win, you'll get a lot of extra credit. I knew for a fact we weren't going to win, but the fact that I was able to basically do this in a night was pretty crazy, because we literally filmed this the day before the due date. So yeah, this is also the guitar solo, as you could tell on the crappy iPad. I don't actually have a guitar. The only instrument I have is an automaton. But yeah. Basically, this video reuses a lot of assets, as you can tell, and plus, um, also I did not write this video. My fiance wrote this video, or she was my girlfriend at the time, but she wrote this video and she's the one who directed it. All I did was just edit it together as best as I possibly could. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Um, it's not the best video, and I didn't actually film this in After Effects. I did this all in Vegas, so I think when I made this video, and it's the same thing with the climate change video and its sequel, I did all the audio first, and then I put in all the video. As bad as my music videos are, I would prefer to get the audio done first. Because if I have that all correct, then it all works out in the end. But that was the precursor to the climate change video, which I will cover in the next look back. But yeah, that's the first music video I ever made for, I guess, quote unquote original music video, even though it's a parody. Meaning original being I didn't just, you know, make a music video out of someone else's song. But yeah. So the next video is my Disney World / Universal Studios Orlando trip vlog. I went in, this was filmed back in March-ish of 2013. Yeah, I want to say March. And I didn't actually edit it until I was pretty much done with school because, yeah, it's not that it wasn't hard to edit. It's just, school pretty much took a priority, and that's why not many videos came out this year. The big influx of videos came out during summer and the beginning of pretty much they all came out during summer, but pretty much every video that was made this year was for school. But whoops, that's not it. I'm not gonna go into complete details because this is like an hour-long vlog. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I have 2 Disney World vlogs. The original one. Basically, if you really want to watch this, it's just I filmed what I thought was cool at Disney World. It even has the now defunct Hollywood Studios tram tour and that whole the studio tour. Yeah, that no longer exists. So if you're interested, that's also in here. Also the defunct car show. Basically, when I visited Hollywood Studios, I think this is the first park we went to, but it has a lot of stuff that's no longer at the park, because Hollywood Studios got a major refurb, and I think no, it's pretty much done with all its refurb. Because I think when we went, this was it was more focused on like the magic of Hollywood, but it was kind of dying out. So yeah, pretty much the first chunk of this vlog is Hollywood Studios shows, with the few inserts of clips, and then I think day 2 was Magic Kingdom. Let me see. Yeah, this was Magic Kingdom. I filmed a little bit on the People Mover. We fortunately don't have it over here on the West Coast. We had the Rocket Rods, which broke ours, and then filming the crappy Autopia over there at Tomorrowland Speedway, and then the Magic the Electric Light Parade when that was the thing over there. Fun fact: this was actually filmed 2 days later. I just put them together since I wanted to keep all the parks together. Um, yeah, basically a lot of this vlog is just shows. Um, what is Unfortunately, Epcot has the least amount I think I filmed for it. And if anyone's curious, Epcot is my favorite park over at Disney World. If I had to rank them, it would probably be Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and then Hollywood Studios, even with the upgrades. Um, I just I just like the futuristic feeling of Epcot and the celebration of all the world cultures. But I'm biased because I like future stuff. Then here's films a little bit downtown Disney, and then the rest of it is the Animal Kingdom, Kilimanjaro Safari. Um, yeah, nothing really else to say about this vlog. If you really want to go watch the whole thing, you can. And then the last of it is from Hollywood Studios. Now, I wish I knew Universal had a very strict camera policy or like baggage policy. You gotta. I wish I just recorded all this stuff on my phone because Universal has a strict bag policy where pretty much you can't bring anything on the rides. And I wasn't gonna film on the rides. It's just the hassle of the locker is very annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Let's go on to the next video, shall we? All right, the next video is my my trailer for non-subscribers. Around this time, YouTube did this thing, and I don't know if they still do it, but I still make a new one every few years, where they basically say make a little stupid microphone. They make a little thing where you're like, hey, make a minute video that pretty much showcases your channel, and that's what this is. I'm going to go ahead and mute the audio because I think I use copyright music, but yeah. Basically, this was made before the Roblox dump. Pretty much, after I was trying to promote all my other content, and around this point, yeah. It's funny, some of these videos, this video, for example, it's not there. It's just a very basic, I think I threw this together in an hour, check out these videos, sort of thing. But, up next, we're going to be talking about the Roblox dump. So, let's move on to that. Well, so 2013 is basically the rebirth of my Roblox content. I got to the point where I should have just never, this is where I kind of realized I should have just never moved channels and never deleted my Roblox stuff and yada yada yada. Basically, I re-uploaded all of my Roblox content with the exception of the Lego Cat collab, but that was re-uploaded later in 2017. But yeah, all of my Roblox videos were re-uploaded, including my personal favorites, the 100 Ways to Die, the original 100 Ways to Die. Now, what led me to do this? I honestly have no idea. I felt like these were pretty good videos, and I figured I would clean them up, get rid of some of the copyright issues, and bring them back home where they belong. Because they were actually re-uploaded to my original channel. And because I was like, I want to get rid of my original channel. And basically, when I re-upload all my Roblox stuff, my original channel was finally deleted. Because it was going to get deleted eventually anyway because of all the copyright issues it had. But yeah, along with the all of my Roblox videos uploaded, my friend Pred Leader, or he you probably know him as Matt24772, I think. He decided to pick up the series when I stopped making it, with Idiots of Roblox 13 and 14. So those videos are technically his, but he gave me permission to re-upload them to my channel since they were technically part of the series. It's just I didn't have control over them anymore. I wasn't the showrunner of that series, I guess you would say. But I would contribute with a few skits here and there. And with those few skits here and there was the birth of Idiots of Roblox Respawned. Basically, I was okay with making Roblox content, but I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of finding audio clips. I wanted to make my own skits, like some random video. And basically, I tested the waters with the Idiots of Roblox Respawn trailer to see if people would like it, and they did. So we ended up greenlighting the series for 2014. But I'll get into the Idiots of Roblox Respawn trailer in just a moment. But yeah, I'm not gonna cover Idiots of Roblox 13 and 14 since I'm not the one who actually made those. But I figure I just talk about it. Yeah, let's move on to Some Random Video 8. Yeah. So, Some Random Video 8. It picks up with, as you remember in the last episode, this is where Some Random Video, the 6 through 9, I kind of wanted to have like an overarching story where they're kind of connected, but they're not really connected. But if you remember, Some Random Video 7 ended up with me having to move, moving, and Daniel got sucked into a black hole. But let's go ahead and watch the opening.
I've been walking for months. I can't play with anyone. Josh moved and Daniel got sucked into a black hole. There's nothing to do. If only Daniel was here so I could tickle him.
And there's the green screening at work.
I miss you so much.
And which drives us into the plot. So basically, Some Random Video is back with its shenanigans, but at my my new house. Well, not my new house, my parents' new house. The only unfortunate part about this house is we have satellite internet, so the internet's not as great. Which is also why videos kind of slowed down too, is because I didn't really have the opportunity to upload as much as I wanted to. So whenever I would upload things, it would either be at school or eventually in college. But I think I uploaded this one late at night, so I didn't have to ruin anyone's internet fun. Excuse me. But you know, Some Random Videos always has their dumb little openings, and I think this is one of the funniest things in this series. It's just this part right here. I think I outdid myself with this effect. It looks really good. It just looks like what you'd think a fart would look like. Alright, so yeah, let's gonna mute that just in case of copyright issues. But yeah, Some Random Video is finally back before the finale, obviously. It's Some Random Video is 8 is pretty good. I was hyping up Some Random Video 8 to Some Random Video 9 or the finale, and they're gonna be at the same level of quality. But I feel like Some Random Video 8 is the most polished out of the 4 final episodes. that's just my opinion, because I feel like it's got some of the best jokes and some of the best effects. Because I was really into 3D animation with this one. So you'll see later in the videos, later in the video, that there's a scene with an animated flower, along with the finale is a Minecraft animation. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? And this was actually filmed like I think a month or two prior to it's actually releasing. It's because I actually had a lot of animation and stuff to do. That's the downside about editing and doing all the VFX work by yourself, is it takes a lot of time when it's just you. And also, if you're wondering what area we're in the backyard. Now it's like an area for my mom's horses, or now horse. But that's why it's all fenced off over here. It's meant for horses. This area is not grass anymore. It's all dirt. Yeah, I think this. Sorry, I should have unmuted it. This scene was making fun of Assassin's Creed. When you accidentally kill civilians, it desynchronizes you. Yeah.
Look at this place. It's great. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah. Here's the scene. Here's the scene. The famous flower scene. I have to talk about this scene. So, this was very complicated, but at the same time very not complicated. Let me pause right here. So basically, if anyone's curious, you can. I had to do this tracking thing, but I kept this on a tripod, so it wasn't really that hard to track. But basically, in Maya, what I did was I created just like a little, I guess, invisible plane, so I can reflect the shadow off of it and try to match the shadows as best as I can. I'm not really the best with lighting in 3D programs, especially it's not as good as it is now. But basically, I made like a little makeshift wall to match the house, to make it look as good as it could, and then also I animated the flower. I did all the modeling and quote unquote texturing for the flower, and then set up a little face rig for it. And this process took longer than it should have, but basically sometimes when I do effects in my videos, I'm also trying them out for the first time. So if something doesn't seem as good as it could be, it's also because I'm testing it out while I'm making it. Basically, when I do videos, I feel like, yeah, I could probably do that. And sometimes when I get into it later, you can see where I cut corners by zooming in. Yeah. You could just tell this is just a picture. You could tell it gets cut off right here. I should have made. And then this part right here, if you're wondering why, you can see it's also in front of me. This is why I said I wish I spent more effort on this, but I got tired of doing it. The only reason it's a purple shadow is because I couldn't put him on a green screen or a blue screen because he's both green and blue. So I'm like, oh, purple would work, but white couldn't work either because he's got white eyes. You can kind of see the white right there. So that wouldn't work either. So I'm like, magenta works, and that's the only reason the shadow is purple. I probably shouldn't have went in later and changed this to black, but yeah, that's the only reason the shadow is purple, is because I literally got tired of doing the whole process, and I did just did a quick. I put him on a solid color, and that's it. But you can also see he's there in front of me, and then I think in some random video master collection, I wrote I was lazy, fight me. I didn't want to rotoscope myself out again, running in front of him. I should have just ran the other way. But you know, when you're working with footage you filmed months ago, you're like, I don't want to go out and redo that again. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, just with that, except for that one part where I was just, you could tell I was lazy. That's my only regret with these videos is being lazy. And then this part is just so dumb. It just appears little right there. If I knew my 3D programs much better, I probably would have made like 3D models of my friends, but I didn't know you could use a Connect to scan 3D models of them at the time. So it could have been at least somewhat bad, but I was literally working with After Effects on that, so that's why it's not as good as it could be. Oh, and this I don't know why I cut this scene out, but I guess I felt like the pacing was too long. But this scene right here is like a little here's a tour of my room. That's also when I use one screen instead of two. Two screens is much better. There's my cat peenie. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through this. I was all saying, yeah, I don't know why I cut this, but it's just too long for pacing. That's why I cut it out of the master collection. This is one of those setups for the play that techno music now. So this fun fact about this scene right here. I had to do this 3 times because though my computer was more powerful than my laptop, it's not as powerful as my current computer. If I were to do this now, this would be no problem whatsoever, but this crashed my computer like 3 times. And I remember the first time I was like went really crazy with it, and the second time I went less crazy, and as weird as it sounds, this is actually the least intense of it because my computer kept crashing. And look, this is the thumbnail for the Summer and the Master collection. If you watch the series all together, instead of separately. But yeah. And then our little crappy annoying orange parody. I'm just skipping through this. Yeah. And then here's this is probably one of the funniest scenes. it just works so well. I end up making I was saying the deodorant commercial, but the satellite scene, I ended up making a complete video around that joke. I don't remember what year. I want to say 2019, 2020. It's when I made the satellite Watersurf shorty based around that joke. I just took it further. But yeah, this is how I talked about the inside joke for what's it called? I can't think. The deodorant commercial. There we go. That was supposed to be the end of it.
So we have to defeat the clone army of me.
So there's a background song in here, so I'm gonna just mute it. It got my video blocked in countries that probably don't even have YouTube, but I don't really like having copyright claims on my videos at all, just in case YouTube does this dumb thing where, oh, you can't upload videos this long anymore, because sometimes they like to do that, and it's kind of annoying. I don't like being restricted time-wise. But, yeah. Basically, I'm going to skip through this. I said, oh, there's another portal in my closet. Oh, that's weird. And then we go in. This is, I actually did this in After Effects. It looks pretty good. I could probably point out little things like the green screen getting cut off here, or him running. I didn't fade out quick enough, or Stuff like that. Yeah, see, now we're Minecraft characters. I was originally going to have them riding on the mine track. You'll see later in the animation there's like a little mine track, but I felt like this was easier to give the illusion that they're going fast.
The tracks will end, and you'll need to listen to the wizard for further
So,
instructions.
yeah, this was a pretty good animation for this video. It's not the best, obviously, but I thought it was pretty good for just learning animation. I just wish I knew how to animate better. Because I block animate, and I guess it works for this.
Have any of you actually beaten the game?
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I don't think I think I had the source file for this, so I could show it, but I don't have Maya anymore. So
I haven't played Minecraft.
yeah,
Well, we must.
Whoa!
this is a make-believe mob that does not actually exist in Minecraft. But
What I must do.
yeah, you could tell where I cut corners.
Must be done.
Not right here, but
Sacrifice!
here.
Now I place TNT.
Yeah, see, getting set up for the next scene.
I win.
Yeah, very, very blocky animation. But that's Summer End of Video 8. Pretty cool video. Recommend watching it if you haven't. Alright, let's move on to the next video. Alright, so the next video is the Idiots Roblox Respawn trailer. And originally we were going to film the first episode of Idiots Roblox, but we didn't really have a script. No, wait. No, we were just filming the trailer. My bad. We were expecting more people to show up, but only one person showed up. So, and I did a complete revamp to the HQ, which is probably what you guys would think as the modern HQ now. But yeah, I wanted to do Idiots Roblox again, but with my own style. So that's why it's called Idiots Roblox Respawn. It's not just Idiots Roblox. Because if I just picked up at Idiots Roblox 15, then people would think, oh, it's like how it originally was. But no, this is a real revitalization, I guess you would say, of the series. Yeah. But I'll talk more about the Idiots Roblox Respawn once we get there. But yeah, this is the only person that actually showed up. Yeah, but if you're interested, just you could watch the trailer on your own. But you could basically, yeah, it's the trailer what the series was gonna be like. Nothing else to really explain there. Yeah. We were gonna have a third episode if you're curious, but I'll get into that next. The one we get to Idiots Roblox 2, which is 2014. So we'll get into that there. But it's a series that I wanted to do. It's just ended up getting canceled for other reasons, but we'll talk about that next episode. So let's move on to the next video. Oh, so let's move on to Watersurfian Art History. This is my first video that I made in college, according to my list of every video Word document. But this is the first video I made in my I guess it was my art. It was a drawing class. But he let me make a video, and to make sure it was somewhat with drawing. It's actually my first 2D animation, with a character named Comic. I used to make these little comics for fun in elementary school. And they used to be like little random, I would guess, skits, and this is what basically these comics basically evolved into what my videos are now. They would have the same type of humor, stuff like that. But I cover it in this video. So basically, if you want to know more about how my videos came to be, this is a good video to look at. But basically, it's my art history video. It's the history of my artwork. So to the beginning, I make this little thing where it sets up like a comment.
I'm Comic. This is my first random adventure comic.
There's only one regret I made about this video is I should have changed the comics voice to like be more like the Roblox Watersurf voice, but it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Well, now that you got some backstory, now we can start the freaking story.
Hey, Comic, check out this cool portal that totally will not lead you to getting stuck into another dimension.
Haha,
or some crap like
foreshadowing.
that. I mean,
Hahaha.
what are the odds of that happening?
Yeah.
I don't know, Stuntman. Last time I followed that kind of crap, bad comic book stuff happened.
So this part right here, it's not fully animated. It's more like blocked animation, I guess I would say.
Why are we all like talking?
Yeah.
Is giving off some
This was actually me testing it out, but I feel like it worked really well here. And basically, as the story progressed, they would get more and more animated. So,
giving us the ability to move.
so you can see,
No!
yeah, this looks pretty good, man.
I guess I don't get to go with. Come back soon, Comic.
Yeah, I don't know what to say
Wherever you were going.
about that. I'm not really familiar with Flash, so yeah. And then this is the only part in Pivot I did. I used to animate in Pivot, as you remember from my 2008-2009 look back. This was my revisit to it, and I realized doing Pivot sucks. So I didn't do it. I'll tell you why I cheated. But yeah, this is a little backstory on how I came to start making videos.
Hello?
But you can see it's more or less animated now.
You've been brought here for some light? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Sure.
I'm just gonna go ahead and mute this. But you can see comics are it's like a little green square. But yeah, I pull out my comic books that I made with this character, and it was basically he just ran this little like little stories where he would go on his own adventures, or he would just it's just a lot of dumb little stuff here. Maybe eventually I'll probably not, but if people are showing interest in it, maybe I'll revisit and make a digital comic based on this guy and his stories. But you only see him again in the Watersurf Idea Factory too. So for this part right here, this was supposed to be the pivot part, but it was super crunch time. I stayed up all night doing those animations, and on top of that, I also had something due for my English class that I had to do. So pretty much this whole entire weekend I was doing all-nighters to work on this stuff. But that's the only reason I cut corners here. This was supposed to be for pivot. Yeah. I talk about here, this is where I talk about my videos where I did what is it called? The pivot animations. But unfortunately, as he says, most of my pivot videos I never saved. So, oh well. So this next part, they're like, all right, now we're gonna go into your 3D animation. And this, I just reused the I got lazy and I just reused my Minecraft model, and I was gonna have a make a like a square, like a rectangle, but I realized that would take too long, and I just ended up making him black and green, so it was much easier. And then you could tell I cut corners by talking about my drawings here, and it's just pretty much an overall, this is what I've been doing art-wise up until this point. And then I also made like a little skit for the funsies. Yeah. That's I'd recommend watching it if you're curious. I don't got really much else to say about the art history video. I kind of wanted to revisit this maybe in 2 years to show how much I've grown over the past decade. But we'll see if I actually do that within 2 years. So I wanted to do it in 2019, like 5 years later, but I feel like 10 years later is much better. And on top of that, I think in 2 years will be my 15th year anniversary of making videos, so that would probably be better too. All right, sorry about that microphone falling over again. Up next is my last video of 2013. So 2013, we ended it very lame with a winter joyride, a Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 POV. There we go. So basically I wanted to make I literally think I made this on Christmas Eve, and I wanted to just get something out for the holidays, so I made a winter themed roller coaster. That's about it. Nothing really special. It's kind of a lame winter themed roller coaster, but yeah, it's a crazy roller coaster that's fun for the whole family. Not those are jokes. I slowed down the launch obviously to make it fit more with the beat, but yeah, this roller coaster would probably kill you because it's not really realistic. But what's the point of making realistic coasters in Roller Coaster Tycoon if you can make unrealistic coasters? I don't know. But yeah, nothing really special about my last video. I apologize that it's kind of lame, but at the end of the day, that's what I decided to do to end off the year. Well, that's 2013 in a nutshell. It's much shorter than the previous years, and pretty much the reason was because I was just busy with school, and plus I was in trouble for most of the year for quote-unquote bad grades. I had B's and C's, and this is an A household. It's a joke, but yeah. I tried focusing on school this year, and plus the it was your last year of high school, your first year of college, you gotta focus more on that. So that's why pretty much videos completely slowed down this year. But next month, the next look back, it's gonna be interesting because we're gonna be covering my 2 most viewed videos of all time as of recording this: the climate change and 100 more ways to die in Roblox. But yeah, that's it for 2013. Sorry, it's much shorter. It's just I don't got that much videos to talk about this year. So as always, you can find the playlist here, and I even included the bloopers for these videos. So if you're curious about that, or you could check out the entire collection here as well. But that's gonna do it for 2013, And as always, if you have any questions or concerns or whatever, you could always comment down below and I'll answer them. I'll answer them in the comments because these are recorded. I wouldn't say months in advance, but I've been pretty much doing these a week before they go up because they're pretty easy to do and I don't really got to put much effort into them. I think the most effort I really do is giving up my time and putting together with the thumbnail. But yeah, we're I would say we're at the halfway point. Let me see. Yeah, I would say we're almost at the halfway point for this series. But yeah, 2014 should be more interesting. But until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.